I'm going to walk you through how to set up a simple marketing funnel using LinkedIn ads. And the funnel structure that we're going to use is these 4 stages. So at the first stage is people that are not aware that they have a problem. The second stage is people that are aware that they have a problem, but they don't know the product category that can solve the problem. They're not very familiar with that type of product. And the third stage here is people that are aware of the product category that you participate in, but they're not familiar with your brand and your product, at least not to any level of depth. And then the last stage is people that are product aware. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we're selling a chatbot. And the chatbot solves some problem. Maybe it's a marketing problem or a customer success problem. And what we're going to assume is that everybody we're targeting is category unaware. So they know that they have a problem. They're just not aware yet that chatbots can solve that problem. So we're actually going to ignore this first stage here. And the basis of the funnel, the way that we're going to do it mechanically, is by creating retargeting groups. And we're going to have different campaigns for each retargeting audience. And the largest audience is going to be people that watch a video. And what we're going to do with that video is we're going to broadcast it to people that are not aware of chatbots. Or at least we're going to assume that they're not aware. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a video that says something like, did you know that problem X could be solved with chatbots? Or did you know that you can achieve 50% cost savings using chatbots? Something to that effect. Hopefully it has like a specific outcome, 100% reduction in churn rate, whatever the chatbot solves. And then what we're going to do is maximize this campaign for views within our target customer group. And then we're going to create a second campaign for a webinar. And that's going to be an event. And anybody that RSVPs to the event is going to become product aware. So during the webinar, we're going to talk more about chatbots and solving the problem, the same way we did in the video. But then we're going to segue into a discussion specifically about how our product helps with that. And then we're going to do a series of promotions to help get people to actually become even more aware of the product using lead gen forms. So top of the funnel is a video campaign. It is not a direct response campaign where we're trying to get somebody to sign up for anything. We just want them to watch the video. So we're going to create here a create campaign. I'm just going to stick to the default here. And we're setting the objective as in the consideration category, video views. So it's not lead generation, it's not awareness, it's just views of the video. And then in this case, I have an imported list that I'm targeting. But I mean, you can set up your own targeting parameters however you want. And I'm changing the bidding strategy to target cost. And we can see here that, okay, about 6 cents per view. We can play around with that. We can see what kind of numbers we get out of that. But let's just say we're going to throw budget. And the objective is just to get those people to watch the video. Okay, we don't want them to sign up for anything. We're not doing lead gen. We're doing education. We're educating them about how chatbots solve a problem, not collecting leads or registrations or anything. It's too aggressive at this point. So we're just focusing on educational content. The second thing that we're going to do is create an event. So on your personal profile, you can create an event here and then hit create, and you can set up an event. So we could call it how to reduce churn by 75% using chatbots and our brand. You can set a date for it, description, benefit 1, value 2, maybe like a testimonial from a case study. You know, all sorts of proof points that prove why somebody is going to get value out of actually showing up. Maybe you have a credible guest speaker that's going to attend. You could use the LinkedIn registration form. So I'm going to check that, and then you would have to put in your privacy policy. So the event could be LinkedIn Live. LinkedIn Live is something you have to apply for. You could have a link to somewhere else like Zoom or YouTube or whatever. But basically I'm saying this is a webinar to give more in-depth education on chatbots, and then a brief introduction into the product that I'm selling. And you can do the same thing on the business side instead of just your personal LinkedIn. And you go to your company page, you hit admin tools, and you go to create an event. Exact same process to set up an event for people to RSVP to. The next thing you would do is set up another campaign for marketing the event. So instead of marketing the video, you're marketing the event itself. And the key thing here is the audience. So when you get down to the target audience, don't use the same targeting that you did with the video, because the video ads top of funnel, it's going after a whole bunch of people. This event is only marketed to people that watch the video because they're ready for deeper information. And when you advertise the video, you can specify what percentage of the video you want them to have watched, because typically a video view in LinkedIn ads qualifies if people only watch 3 seconds. But when you do the advertising side, you can say they had to have watched 25% or 50%, whatever. So we're going to set the audience as retargeting. So we're retargeting the people that watch the video. And I would click video here. Now, important thing here is you can also retarget people that watch events. We'll get to that in a second. So we're retargeting people who watch the video, and what you would do is create a video audience. And you can set different parameters here, but essentially maybe you would go after a group of people that have watched at least 25% of the video in the last 90 days. The next stage is to create a third campaign that's a pure lead generation type of campaign. For this, I chose to go with a message ad. So this is an ad that's going to people's inboxes. And typically this is where people start. They start with ads where it's sign up for our demo. Sometimes that's just too aggressive, and you'll see in your data whether people are responding to that or not. So when you need to set up a more sophisticated funnel like this is when you're aware that customers aren't that familiar with your category, especially if it's a new category, or if people just are not responding to your aggressive push to get them into a demo experience. So set up a lead generation campaign. In this case, we're going to use retargeting again, and we're going to retarget people that RSVP to the event. So those are the people that are more familiar with the product. They're product aware. Set the ad type as message ad. And what we would do is set up a lead gen form to get people to actually sign up for the webinar right there on LinkedIn without needing to send them to a landing page. The sign up form for the demo request can be connected to your systems using something like Zapier, or you can use like the built-in integration to HubSpot that's available in LinkedIn. And once the prospect has been entered into your CRM, you can put them into an automated email funnel using ActiveCampaign or HubSpot or whatever you're using, and basically just continue to nurture the lead, continue to remind them to show up to the demo, talk about the benefits of the demo. The other thing is, once they submit the lead capture form for the demo request, provide them a link to actually schedule it on a scheduler, perhaps with your HubSpot link or your Calendly link. So to quickly recap, we used a video to make people aware of the chatbot category. We used a webinar event to make people aware of our product specifically. And then we used a demo to start getting people that were already product aware to have a conversation with sales, and hopefully on the first steps towards becoming a paying customer.